Hi, I'm Sandy O'Connor, and this is The Thrive Show. We're very excited to have with us some very famous ladies who are definitely known by all of you, and they are called The Entourage, and they are part of our brand new wonderful musical called Chasing Dreams, which will be performed October 19th, 20th, and 21st at our Performing Arts Center. So we're anxious to talk to each of them because we're going to find out why doing this has meant that they are thriving. So we want to introduce you to the Entourage because these are very famous people. So first of all, I want you to meet Betty Boop, who's a famous comic character that we all remember. And next to her is Marilyn Monroe. And then to my right is none other than Kim Novak. And finally, another performer who's still out there and doing it all the time, Cher. So there they are, but we're going to learn more about them, and we're going to know more about the character they're playing and what they're doing within the show, Chasing Dreams. Then we're also going to talk to them in their real voices about why this was a wonderful opportunity for them. Well, I'm very honored to introduce to you Marilyn Monroe. So tell me, Marilyn, tell me about your life and your career. We're dying to know about it.
Well, I'm so delighted to be here. I'm so glad that you asked me. And I wanted to tell you, I have just loved to be a movie star. I have worked with the most handsome and warm and generous men, and it's just been my delight to make these movies. I make people laugh, I make people cry, and I make people fall in love.
I love it. Do you have a favorite movie?
Yes, I do. I love Some Like It Hot. It was my favorite.
And you must have had a lot of fun with those two men, Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis.
Oh, they are a dream to work with, and Tony Curtis stole my heart.
Yeah, he's adorable. Okay, anything else that you think has been challenging in your career as Marilyn?
I think what has been challenging is, as you said, which is my favorite film. I think it has been very challenging to decide what has been my favorite film or my favorite co-star. Every one of them was delightful.
How do you feel about being a big celebrity? Because, you know, the cameras are always on you, the press is always on you. How did you feel about that?
Well, what I do is I work for my fans, and so I know that my fans are enjoying my films, and so I look past all of the difficulties and just know that I'm making everyone as happy as I can.
Aha. So now, shall we talk to the real Marilyn? And ironically, her name is Marilyn. Her name is Marilyn Tyson. And we're so happy that you're involved in this. But tell me something, Marilyn. What made you decide to even audition for this show?
What's really funny is I didn't audition for this show. Someone else auditioned for this part, and her schedule didn't work. She called me and said, "How about this?" And I jumped forward. This is so outside of my comfort zone. You have no idea. And I am having such a wonderful time. Everybody in the Theater Guild is wonderful and warm. This has been such a delight to be part of this experience.
And it's so interesting because that does happen in our Theater Guild quite frequently in our shows, because someone, for one reason or another, cannot complete their reign as the character they're supposed to be. So they do this. They call someone, or we bring in somebody else. So I'm glad it worked out for you. Do you feel like you might want to keep doing some of this stuff in the theater?
Well, at first I thought, this made me so nervous and so tense. I thought this will be the only thing. Now I'm having so much fun. I think I'm going to jump in and do a lot more.
And
absolutely.
This is what we were hoping for, because in this show we were so fortunate to have 15 new people, you being one, who had really not done this before. So that's what we're hoping, because we think thriving is, you know, doing a lot of things that you maybe didn't even think you could do, right?
Never, ever, ever dreamt to do anything like this. I am really quite a shy person, and this is taking me out and making me less shy. It's fantastic.
I love it. So now, are you getting excited a little bit because we're getting down to the last month before the show, and we're doing a lot of we're out there a lot with the people, like we are going to be tonight with the Dutch of Fizz Band. We're going to be talking to the people again. So are you getting anxious for it to come, or do you hope it doesn't end?
I am taking every single day as a wonderful opportunity
Good.
and having so much fun. When it arrives, I will be just looking at what the next thing to do is.
Good, good. So we're just happy that we've been able to get you all out and have so many people see this, so that we feel that you're having an impact in bringing people into the theater.
Oh, yes.
And
I really hope that more people join in. Shy people like me, come on and try it. You'd be amazed how much fun it is.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm pleased to introduce to you Betty Boop, who is a famous, famous cartoon character. But I want you to tell me one thing. How does it feel never to age?
Oh, Sandy, I found the fountain of youth. It was because I was created in 1930. So I'm always going to be this beautiful young age.
I love it. And you got to wear a lot of fun things as a cartoon character. I mean, you didn't just wear one outfit. You had wonderful outfits.
Oh, my creator, he was so fun because he had me in everything. I was in motorcycle outfits, and I wore beautiful gowns, and I wore Cinderella dresses, and it was just so much fun. And I just loved being the world's sexiest cartoonist.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes, you are. So how does it feel to be such a celebrity and being a part of this entourage that goes around the village promoting the show, Chasing Dreams?
Oh, it's so much fun, Sandy, because it gives me an opportunity to tell everybody all about the play and how fun it's going to be and everything that they're going to see. It's been great. And I've met a lot of people, too.
Yep. And I know that you're all doing a great job of promoting and staying in character, and I think that makes it more fun for them, don't you?
Absolutely, it does.
Good. So now we're getting down to the month before the show, and we're going to be doing a lot more rehearsing, but hopefully you're all geared up and ready to go.
We are.
Good. Now we're going to meet the real person who is inhabiting the character of Betty Boop, and this is Tina Magnuson.
Hi, Sandy.
It's good to see you, because one thing I know about Tina, you're already thriving in the village.
Oh, I just can't believe how wonderful it has been here in the village. And joining the Theater Guild has really helped me blossom.
Good.
Absolutely. My first thing was coming out wrapped in a beach towel, doing a splish splash scene, and that really brought me out. It was a lot of fun.
And I know, and that was one of the goals of Theater Guild this year, was to get people to do exactly what you did, and then you did it.
Yes.
Which was fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so then did you actually audition for the show?
Yes, I did.
I thought so.
Yes.
Mhm. And then you were going to be then you were told that you would be part of this entourage group.
Yes,
Right.
I received a call back, and so they said, we'd love to have you as part of the entourage. And so I think it's just been great.
Good. I'm glad. And we had such fun together, moving around the village, talking to people, as you said.
Yes.
Meeting a lot of new people, and it's just been a real fun experience.
It has
And
been.
so, and we're going to talk to two of the other characters, and we are going to find out more about them as their character, and then more about them as their real person. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you so much.
And here is our next celebrity, Kim Novak. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I want to know, how did you get started in the movies?
Oh my goodness. You know, I'm from Chicago and I was a model, and they call me Deep Freeze. And I came to California and I wanted to go to Hollywood, and I got to Hollywood and they wanted me to do a walk-on part in a movie with Jane Russell. And so I did that, and the rest is history. Harry Cohen found me and decided he wanted to make me a blonde superstar, made me take my hair and dye it 3 shades lighter blonde, and also he made me lose weight and changed my name from Marilyn Novak to Kim Novak. So that's how pretty much it started, and I had no talent, never had planned on being a movie star, but I just sort of excelled in that arena, and the cameras seemed to love me, and I was given phenomenal parts. I was able to work with William Holden in Picnic, and I was able to work with Frank Sinatra in Pal Joey, and then Vertigo. I'm sure you know about Vertigo.
Oh, absolutely.
That was with Alfred Hitchcock, was fabulous, and then I worked along with Jimmy Stewart, and I had such a wonderful time. So I had all these movie stars that I worked with that were phenomenal, and I had such a good time. It's been so rewarding and fun for me.
How did you feel about being famous?
It was so awkward at first because I had no talent and I was working with famous stars. But seems like I said, the camera loved me, and I was working with Harry Cohen, and he just sort of, just kept me going and kept putting me in wonderful movies.
And kept encouraging you to be a perfect Kim Novak, I guess.
A perfect Kim Novak, yes. And so I just have loved it.
Good. And I know now you're not doing as many projects, but are you still doing any projects?
Oh, yes, I'm still in movies, but it doesn't seem like I've received a part like I did in Vertigo. Another one hasn't come up yet. But I have painting. I love to paint, and so I sort of do that in my spare time.
Oh, good.
And I'm hoping to get another famous role.
Well, we hope you do too.
Thank you.
We're so glad you're here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, it's a delight.
Do you know why I came here?
No.
I came here because I heard Laguna Woods was a phenomenal place to live and retire. And so when I retire, I'm an artist. You have art studios here. I have a horse, Sassy, and you have stables that I can keep my horse in.
So you have no reason not to live here?
No. And Laguna Beach is close by.
Yes.
And the art colonies and things. And I'm just going to get to know all the people while I'm here and have a wonderful time with them in the show that we're having on
Yes.
Chasing Dreams.
Yes.
I'm so excited about that, to walk the red carpet with all the people and meet the people in Laguna Woods. And who knows, someday I may be here.
Good. We hope you are.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and now we want you to meet the character's real person, which is Diane Johansson. Hi,
Hello, Sandy.
And Diane, of course, I know this because we've talked about it. You had to pull it back a little to be Kim, right?
Oh, pull it
You're very
way
out there
back.
because she's way out
Yeah,
there.
I should have been Conchita Banana, or Miranda, whatever, with all this stuff. Foo-foo, because I'm an outgoing person, and to bring it back in, man, this has been hard. This has been acting.
Well, this is what was so cool because it is acting.
I know.
And you had never done anything in the Theater Guild before.
Oh my
right?
goodness! I came to Laguna Woods, right? And I got involved. And I'm a person that draws stick figures. So a head, a body, stick figures this way. So I took a drawing class and I took a painting class, and now I'm an artist. Then I'd never played golf before, so I took golf lessons, and now I'm a golfer. And then I joined the Theater Guild, and now I'm a movie star.
Yes.
Think of that. It's like, who could have anything better than that? I'm living in La La Land.
Exactly, and the beauty of it is that you are among the 15 people who are new to this show, and we've never had that many new people.
Isn't that amazing?
And yet the whole entourage is new. And that's what's been so cool. And then we're going out meeting all these people, which I'm sure you're all having fun. Except as Diane said to me last night, the only part I don't like is I have to keep putting on these eyelashes.
Oh yes, eyelashes. I used to wear them years ago, I think, but I haven't worn them in so long. So I went and bought 3 different kinds today.
Well,
so I'm gonna
good.
try them all different ones.
Good.
Why not, right? It's fun, and like I said, the people are so nice and helpful. I think that everyone is so nice to want to help you and want you to be successful and help you out in all the different clubs, and also with the Theater Guild and things. And as I said, I've never done anything at all, and just was sitting on the seat, and they said, "Would you want to be in the entourage?" And the entourage was just people that were going to just walk in the lobby and sit in the front row. So I wanted to sit in the front row, so I raised my hand. I thought it was a great idea.
Because who wouldn't want to sit in the front row?
Who wouldn't want
Right.
to? And then now we're on television, and we're going to all the clubs and promoting this in every which way, and it's rather fun, though. I'm having a good time. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing that happens. Sometimes the smallest part just builds into something much bigger.
Yes.
And that's why our director always says there are no small parts, there are only small actors.
That's right. That's right.
But you girls are definitely not small actors.
We're having fun.
You're
We're
having
having a good
fun.
time. As long as I can be me part of the time,
Yes.
get back to my own character, then I'm fine.
Well, thank you for being with us. It's been fun.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you very much for having me and letting me do this. I appreciate it.
So for our final entourage lady, we have the famous Cher. We're so excited to have you here, Cher.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So tell us, what have you been doing lately?
I have been working on my new album that's out and it's doing very well. The SOS song is moving right up.
Good.
And I'm start my touring, and I'm going to be going to Europe and playing Las Vegas. And I open in Vegas towards the end of October and play through probably the middle of November.
Well, you know, it's surprising. I mean, that you fit the time in to be in a part of Chasing Dreams. I mean, that's amazing, because you have to go to Vegas once this show is over and do your performing.
I know, but I was excited to be able to come here and be a part of it and get me all warmed up and ready to go.
And what has been the most fun part of being here and going out and meeting the folks and encouraging them to come to the show?
Well, for me, I always get shy when I first start out, and then when I hit that stage, I move on and I just start. So it was great. Everybody is so friendly here and so supportive of all of us being here that it's really fun.
So did you feel that that you just really don't want to retire, because you've been doing this a long time?
I know, and I didn't think, well, I stopped doing the going out and touring a lot because it really starts to get hard. Plus I'm so old, it's hard to even keep doing this.
Except you don't look it or act it, so.
But that's why I like to do like Vegas, have my own place there, and play there, and everybody comes and sees me.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we have been so happy to talk to you, and thank you for being here, and thank you for fitting us in your busy schedule.
Well, it was my pleasure. I will come back.
Good. And now we want you to meet the real person who is inhabiting this character of Cher, and it's Joni Bartholomew.
That's right.
Good.
I am Joni Bartholomew, a newbie here.
Yes, one of the many newbies.
Yep.
And what happened? How did it happen that you ended up in the entourage?
Well, it happened because I knew that you were doing the auditions, and I thought, I'm just going to go because I've always wanted to do something like this, even though my experience is nowhere near everybody else's. But I made it.
You did, and what made you feel okay about doing it when you knew that people had done more and you'd never done anything? What made you feel comfortable about coming to the auditions?
Well, you know what? When I walked in, I was nervous, and then I sat there, and I just said, I'm here. I'm just going to sit back and watch everybody audition and enjoy it, and then when my turn comes, I will just do what I have to do.
Good, and that's what we talk about, thriving in the village. I mean, if we don't just step up a little bit and try stuff, and this is an environment where they make it pretty easy for you.
Absolutely. I mean, I came to the meetings pretty much after I moved here, but everybody was so encouraging, and you always stand up on the stage and say, if you want to start, this is where to start. So
right, and she's talking about our Theater Guild meetings that we have every month, which we have tried to involve people as much as possible.
Right.
And it's working. We're getting more and more people involved, and you're one of the examples of that.
Right.
Right. So that's great. So we're getting down to a month before the show, and we still have a lot of work to do, but hopefully you're still excited and you're still anxious to see how it all works out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm all in.
I'm glad. And the one thing that you'll find is when it's all said and done and you hear the applause, you'll say, oh, I'm so happy I did that.
Oh, I'll probably start singing and dancing.
Good, good. Thank you so much, Joni.
Thank you.
And it's been fun working with you.
And you also.
One of the wonderful parts of these women creating these characters that we assigned them, these famous people, was that they took it and ran with it. I mean, they all went and did research online. They looked up their histories and what they had done in their careers. And so as they're walking around talking to people in character, they're talking about themselves as that famous person. And so in spite of the fact that they assigned me to be their captain, well, guess what? They pretty much pulled it off all on their own.
So what do you think of the outfits?
Oh, aren't they
Impressive or what?
gorgeous? These ladies look dynamite tonight. Oh my goodness gracious, they look. I feel like I'm meeting the movie stars. I feel like it's.
You are.
I feel like it's walking the red carpet. So what's not to like?
Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna get me.
Thank you.
We'll be playing tonight. I'll be having wonderful dreams this evening.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can I photo op?
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
my.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What on earth? How did I get into this?
You are one lucky man.
I
that's for
am
sure.
luckiest guy in the world.
We just love.
Okay.
He only wishes he gets this kind of attention.
Yeah, really. Yeah. It's too bad this is acting.
Look at him blushing.
Well, that's the nice thing about being black. People can't tell if you're blushing.
I can.
You might feel a little heat,
Oh,
but
I hear that.
I don't think you can see any red in my skin. You know. So.
Oh, I think there's a little pink in here.
Hi, I'm with some of the wonderful, fun ladies who come to the Dutch of Fizz dances just about every month. So I want you to meet Tammy and Sandy and Priscilla and Mindy. And what we want to know, girls, is what do you think of all these fabulous, famous women that we brought tonight to meet you?
Unbelievable.
Wonderful.
I
Oh my
thought-
gosh.
I thought someone came back from the dead because they were so authentic looking.
Well,
They
there you
are
go.
stunning in every way. I am just amazed. They're beautiful.
Does it make you a little more excited to see the show?
Oh, yes. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And just to see that everybody dressed up and people are here and they thrive.
And that's exactly what we're working on, all of us, right?
Exactly.
That's what we're working on every day, and we don't really have to work on it that much, but what the heck, it's fun.
I know.
That's
it's
lots
just
of fun.
It's just, they work at
We are allowed to play every day, and that's what thriving is all about.
You got it.
Nice.
You got it.
Goodness and community toward each other is, it's not very hard work to do.
There
It's
you go.
Wonderful.
And it's fun to come to the plays. It's so fun to come to the shows.
It is, right?
It is.
And
Yeah.
I know, because they're always there, so we know they love to come. So thank you, ladies. And now, now you want to get in there, and pretty soon the music will start, and we'll all be having a time of it, won't we?
Nice.
My goodness. This little one is my favorite.
Right.
Well, thank you.
Man. I think for women in the village, where could you have more fun?
Exactly.
Than right here, right?
Exactly.
Oh, you are
Absolutely.
so right. You're
Yes,
so right.
Always.
You just find your good friends and they're all close by and
Yes.
parties and whatever you want to do, you can go do.
That's what's so great about living here in Laguna Woods is that you just can't get bored, and you have so many friends that it's just great.
And I think at times any one of us can choose to go somewhere of interest alone and just find several of our other friends that will be so delighted to join us.
Absolutely.
And so happy to be included.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a kaleidoscope for the women, I think, because everybody has different interests. Like, oh, come with me to this thing. Okay, let's go. And then you want to go to this thing where if you're married or whatever, like, he's like, I don't want to go to that. That's a chick flick or whatever. But
Exactly.
you got somebody that'll have fun with you here, right?
Always do.
Yeah.
Yes. Always.
want you to meet Marilyn Tyson. And Marilyn Tyson will play Marilyn Monroe as one of the entourage ladies in the lobby on October 19th, 20th, and 21st. So Marilyn, tell me, how does it feel to be changing back and forth from being this fabulous Marilyn Monroe to being Marilyn Tyson?
It's amazing. It's really amazing because this is so outside the box for me and so outside of my comfort zone, and I'm just loving it. So when I'm Marilyn Monroe, I'm just another person, and I get to be wild and crazy.
And that's, what acting is all about. It's that joy of being somebody else.
Yes.
And this is your first experience in the Theater Guild productions, right?
Totally.
Right,
First time.
Right, and I think I can tell from all of you that you're having a wonderful time, and that's the best part. So we're only about a month away, and pretty soon we'll all be out here and giving everybody a wonderful time before the show.
I'm really looking forward to it very much.
Good. Okay, I'm with Tina Magnuson, and she is one of the entourage ladies, and she plays Betty Boop, which is just got to be so much fun. But the thing that I keep thinking about is you gals are so lovely, you're so much fun, and I think maybe we need to let the women in the village know that they're beautiful too. Everyone's beautiful in a different way. Everyone can be beautiful, and I think what you gals have proved is by doing these characters, you've sort of expanded your beauty.
It really does feel that way, Sandy. It's just amazing how being involved in the theater has opened me up, being a character, Betty Boop, and just knowing that, gosh, I can just carry that on through the beauty.
Right.
And so the beauty of being in and out is the most important.
And that's what it is all about, isn't it?
It is.
And you certainly accomplished that along with your cohorts here who are also characters and who will be working the red carpet at the show.
Yes.
Here we are with Diane Johansson, who again is one of the entourage ladies, and she plays Kim Novak. But today you are in your regular street clothes.
Yes.
And so we're getting very close to the show, but tell me, how does it feel when you're walking around the village as Diane, opposed to Kim Novak?
Oh my, well as Diane, I'm outgoing, I'm loud, I run around and I use all my hands and very animated. And as Kim Novak, I'm having to play a role because she was very subdued and quiet. And she had talent, but her main feature was she had charisma with the camera. So it was very beautiful, and there was something that her and the camera had together that made her into a famous star and one of the best stars during her time. And so it's different when I go into the role of her. I'm not beautiful and I'm not talented like she was, but my gosh, it's fun to go around and just play another role of someone who I'm really not. Because I guess being subdued and quiet and demure is a very nice thing to do sometimes.
It is. But I bet you feel really good about yourself as far as doing this, don't you?
I love doing this, Sandy. I just love it. And I love acting, and I just never have done anything like this before.
Which means
I want to do it again.
See, I knew it. I knew we'd get you hooked. I love it.
Thank you.
Now I'm talking to Joni Bartholomew, who plays Cher as one of the entourage ladies. Yes. So tell me a little bit about how you feel you're different from Cher.
Well, I think in a lot of ways I'm a little bit like her in the fact that I'm shy in some ways, but also just even playing her shows me that there's another side of me, like she has that other side. She's terrified to go out there. And once she gets out there, she's
gangbusters.
She's all the way.
All the way. And are you feeling that doing this part? Are you feeling a lot more out there when you're doing the part of Cher?
Yes.
Good.
And I think the more that we do it, the more I feel it. And I even feel like stronger the next day after playing her and waking up in the morning. It's sort of an interesting feeling, but I like it.
Good. And you've had fun doing this, so do you think you might want to keep doing this in the Theater Guild and doing more shows and having more fun?
Well, what do you think?
I think you'll do it. I think you'll do it. I think she will.